जय राधे जय कृष्णा जय वृंदावन जय जय वृंदावन श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदना मोहना श्री गो मदना मोहा श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदना मोहना मोहा श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन श्याम श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन नाना कालिंदी यमुना जया जया महाबाना कालिंदी यमुना जया महाबाना. Where Nandagaon is there, Brahmand Ghat is there, that is called Mahavan. Out of the 12 forest, one means forest. Mahavan they are taking first. That is Krishna's pastime, where Nandagram. And Brahmand Ghat means where Krishna shown is universal form to in the mouth, in his mouth to Mother Yashoda. That is called Brahmand Ghat. Both are there. And also it is Damodar Leela also happened in Mahavan. केसी घाट वंशी बटा द्वादशा कनाना केसी द्वादशा कनाना केसी घाट वंशी बटा द्वादशा कनाना जहाँ सब लीला कोइलो श्री नंद नंदना जहाँ सब लीला कोइलो श्री नंद नंदना श्री नंदा यशोदा जया जया गोप गाना जया गोप गाना श्री नंदा यशोदा जया जया गोप गाना श्री दामादि जया जया धेनु वत्स गाना श्री धेनु वत्स गाना जया वृषभानु जया कीर्तिदा सुंदरी जया जया वृषभानु जया कीर्तिदा सुंदरी जया पूर्णमासी जया अभिरा नगरी जया अभिरानगा जया पूर्णमासी जया अभिरानगरी जया जय गोपीश्वरा वृंदावन माझा वन माझा जया जय गोपीश्वरा वृंदावन माझा जया जय कृष्णा सखा बटु द्विजराज बटु द्विजराज जया जय कृष्णा सखा बटु द्विजराज जया राम घाट जया रोहिणी नंदना रोहिणी नंदना जया राम घाट जया रोहिणी नंदना जया जया वृंदावासी वासी जात जाना आना जया जया वृंदावन वासी जात जाना वासी जात जा जया द्विज पत्नी जया नगा कन्यकाण नगा कन्यका जया द्विज पत्नी जया नगा कन्यकाण नाम भक्ति ते जहारा पैलो गोविंदा चराना भक्ति गोविंदा चरा भक्ति ते जहारा पैलो गोविंदा चराना श्री रासमंडल जया जया राधेश्याम श्री In Vrindavan, if you go to any lake pond or any forest, you find a roundel platform, cemented, they made it now. If you find roundel platform, means that is the place Rasamandal, where Krishna, Radha, Gopis dance with. That is called Rasamandal. Many places is there. Even the lake also, like Prem Sarovar, you find roundel. Now, that is the people, that this is the place where Radha Krishna had Rasa dance. Jaya Sri Rasa Mandala Jaya Jaya Radhesham Sri Ra Jaya Radh Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela Sarva Manorama Jaya Jaya Rasa Leela sarva manorama. Jaya Jayodjala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sara. Jaya Jayodjala Rasa Sarva Rasa Sara. Parakiya bhave jahan vrajate prachara. Vrajate parakiya bhave jahan vrajate prachara. Rijana bapada padma Goriya smarana. Rijana bapada padma Goriya smarana. Dina Krishna Dase Kohe Nama Sankirtan. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan. Sri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan. Sri Govinda Gopinatha Madana Mohan. The backside we can read the translation. All glory to Radha and Krishna, the divine forest of Vrindavan. All glories to the three presiding deities of Vrindavan, Sri Govinda, Sri Gopinatha and Madan Mohan. Mataji? All glories to Gopishwar Shiva, who resides in Vrindavana in order to protect the holy Dham. All glories to Krishna's funny Brahmana friend and Madhumangala. When you go to Vrindavan, we must visit Gopishwara. It is said that unless we visit Gopishwara first, then we go to Krishna, then we get all benefit of having gone to Vrindavan. Because it's protector of Dham, Gopishwar Mahadev. Next. Lord Balaram, when he called Yamuna to come nearby, I want to take bath, Yamuna refused. So Balaram got angry, put with the plow, he dragged the river. So even you can, now also you can see like these curves. Not many, tens of curves are there, like a half moon going. That is called Ram Ghat. Then Yamuna, after the prayers asking for forgiveness, then it took bath. That's why it's called Rama Ghat. In all of Vrindavan you don't get the snakes, but in Ram Ghat you get the cobras many. Okay. Next. Remembering the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda's consort, Sri Jahnavi Devi, this very fallen and lowly servant of Krishna, sings the Sankirtana of the holy name. Krishnadas, not Krishnadas Kaviraj, is there another Krishnadas, is disciple of Jahnavi Mata. She is the first wife of Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu had two wives, Jahnavi and her sister, and her sister Vasudha. She had one son and one daughter, Vrindavan Chandra, Ganga Mata, and also then Jahnavi didn't have any children. So she, after Nityananda Prabhu departed for his eternal abode, then she took up the responsibility to continue the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu mission. After some years, Shyamananda Prabhu, Srinivasacharya, Nauttamdas Thakur, these three also, having been blessed by Jiva Goswami, they come and take blessings of Jahnavi Mata, then they also take up the responsibility to continue the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya 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 Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham. Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Dham. Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavana Dham. Jai Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham. Next is different. Pavana, say Pavana, Radhe, Pavana, Vrindavan Dham. Pavana Radhe, Tero Naam, Pavana Sri Vrindavan Dham. Pavana Radhe, Tero Naam, Pavana Sri. Pavana means pure, holy. Holy the name of Radharani, and holy is also name of Vrindavan. Okay. Pavana Radhe, Tero Naam, Pavana Sri Vrindavan Dham. Pavana Sri Vrindavan Dham. Pavana Radhe, Tero Naam, Pavana Radhe, Tero Naam. Pavana Sri Vrindavan Dham. Pavana Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Rama, Hare Ram, Hare Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Gaurango, Nitai Nitai Gaurango, Gaura Hari. Jaya Sachinandana, Jaya Sachinandana, Nana Jaya Sachinandana, Gaura Hari. Patita Pavana, Gaura Hari. Jaya Radha Radhanata, Radha Radhanata Sri Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai. Nitai Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada Jaya. नाम संकीर्तन की जाए, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जाए। There are 12 forests in Vrindavan. One means forest. Vrindavan is one of them. 7 forests you will find on the western side of Yamuna. 5 you find in the eastern side of Yamuna. And Mahavan on the western side. You have to cross the river, then you come across Vrindavan. Mahavan, where Nandagram is there. So Lord Krishna, with the parents were there up to Damodar Lila, 2.5 years age that time. Krishna Damodar Lila took place when he was just 2.5 years old. When Krishna left for Mathura, how old he was? Only 10 years, 8 months, not even 11 years. When he did first time dance with the gopis, how old is? 6 years. When he lifted Govardhan, he was just 7 years. After Govardhan, he started more. The Braj, everybody had devotion to Krishna, different religion. Not everybody is a lover of Krishna. No. In the Krishna's Rasa dance, somewhere also 60, 70 years older. And Krishna was only 7, 8 years old. Some had the relation with Krishna in the mother, paternal. Some had the dharma. Not everybody. Only who are having the relation with Krishna as a lover. Then they got the Maharas, it goes out, the last page, the 29th chapter, and they describe it. But before, every resident of Vrindavan, girl and boys, old and old, everybody had a relation. They wanted to be with Krishna always. But the custom is some of the young ladies, they cannot stay with the men. So in order to give that opportunity to each and everyone, Lord performed that Govardhan Lila, not only lifting, in that 7 days everyone was just looking at Krishna, nothing else. So he fulfilled the desire of all the Vrajavasis who wanted to be with him all the time. That's how Lord performs different pastimes for different purposes. After that, the Rasa Lila meant for the only those who are intimately related to him, not in the family. Which one you got, 34 and 35 or only 35 in your paper? Which was? 34 is there? The 34 is very purport, very 2 pages, 2 lines only, 2 sentences. We'll do both of them. 35 is there? We'll do 35 and 34. Yasyanubhavamakala smritisaramekam adhyatmadipamatitishitam tamundam samsarinam karunaya puranaguhyam tam yasasunumupayami gurum munina narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim yasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya Bhagavate uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Try to recite Om from the navel, not the lips. The sound should come from the navel, and slowly you will feel that as you say Om, the life air is moving upward. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Mayat prarthitam yartham chikicche bhagutayushi Prasadya jagatatmanam tapasa dusprasadanam bhavichadamayochayeham bhavam bhagya vivadvitaha. It is very difficult to satisfy the Supreme Personality Godhead, but in my case, although I have satisfied Supreme Super Soul of the whole universe, I have prayed only for the useless things. My activities were exactly like treatment given to a person who is already dead, just to see how unfortunate I am, for in spite of meeting the Supreme Lord, who can cut one's link with the birth and death, I have prayed for the same conditions again. Purport. Sometimes it so happens that a devotee engaged in the loving service of the Lord desires some material benefit in exchange for this service. This is not the proper way to discharge devotional service. Out of ignorance, of course, sometimes a devotee does so, but Dhruva Maharaj regrets his personal behavior in this connection. Now, 35. Swarajyam yacchato modhyan mano me bhikchito bata ishwarad china punyena phali karan ivadhanah swarajyam yacchato modhyan mano me bhikchato bata ईश्वराचीन पुण्येना फलीकारनिवाधना स्वराज्यं यच्छतो मौढ्यान् मानो मे भिच्छतो बता ईश्वराचीन पुण्येना फलिकर्ता निवाधना फलीकारं निवाधना स्वराज्यं यच्छतो मौढ्यान् मानो मे भिक्षितो बता ईश्वराच्छीन पुण्येना फलीकारा निवाधना स्वराज्यं यच्छतो मोढ्यान् माताजी स्वराज्यं यच्छतो स्वराज्यम his devotional service, yachataha, from the Lord, who was willing to offer, modhya, by foolishness, manaha, material prosperity, me, by me, bichchataha, was asked for, bata, alas, Ishwarat, from a great emperor, China, reduced, punyena, whose pious activities, phalikaran, broken practice of husk arise, particles of iva, like Adhana, a poor man. Translation purport by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Because of my state of complete foolishness and paucity of pious activities, although the Lord offered me His personal service, I wanted material name, fame and prosperity. My case is just like that of a poor man who, when satisfied a great emperor who wanted to give him anything he might ask, out of ignorance asked only few broken grains of husk rice. Purport. In this verse the word Swarajyam, which means complete independence, is very significant. A conditioned soul does not know that complete independence means situation in one's own constitutional position. The real independence of a living entity who is part and parcel of Supreme Personality Godhead is to remain always dependent on the Supreme Lord. Just like a child who plays in a complete independence, guided by his parents, who watch over him. The independence of the conditioned soul does not mean to fight with the obstacles offered by the Maya, but to surrender to Krishna. In the material world, everyone is trying to become complete independent simply by fighting against the obstacles offered by Maya. This is called the struggle for existence. Real independence is to be reinstated in the service of the Lord. Anyone who goes to the Vaikuntha planets or Goloka Vrindavan planet is freely offering his service to the Lord. That is complete independence, just contrary to this material overlordships which we wrongly take to be independent. Many great political leaders have tried to establish independence, but due to such so-called independence, the people's dependence has only increased. The living entity cannot be happy trying to be independent in the material world. One has to surrender, therefore, unto the lotus feet of the Lord and engage in his original eternal service. Dhruva Maharaj regrets that he wanted material opulence and greater prosperity than that of his great-grandfather, Lord Brahma. His begging from the Lord was like a poor man asking a great emperor for a few grains of broken rice. The conclusion is that anyone who is engaged in the loving service of the Lord should never ask for material propriety from the Lord. The avoiding of the material prosperity simply depends on the stringent rules and regulations of the material energy. Pure devotees ask the Lord only for privilege of serving Him. This is our real independence. If we want anything else, it is a sign of our misfortune. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chachunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangham Langhayate Girim Yat Krupatamaham Vande Sri Gurum Dinataranam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyamishwaram Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavancha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanikam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakanitam Chap Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pritarine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pachacya Deshatarine. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Haripriye. Kasturi Tilakam Lalata Patale Vachastale Kaustubham Nasagre Varamoktikam Karatale Venum Kare Kankanam Sarvange Harichandanam Sulilitam Kanthe Chamuktavali Gopastri Pariveshtito Vijayate Gopala Chudamani Dheyam Sada Paribhavagna Abhishtadoham Tisaspadam Shiva Viranchanutam Sharanyam Vrityartaham Pranatapala Bhavabdipotam Vande Mahapurushate Charanaravindam Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. It's a continuation of lamentation by Dhruva Maharaj. After having got the benediction from the Lord, the important is that he did not ask any material things. He did not ask for anything. Lord appeared, he glorified the Lord. He didn't ask for anything. But Lord said that I know the purpose for which you perform this austerity. Like yesterday we are telling, our service should also, what motive we are doing the service. That is more important. Even if you don't ask the Lord, but the motive behind our service is important. Bhavagrahi Janardhana. He understands what is the bhava, what you are feeling. So here, Dhruva Maharaj, we can see he was performing the austerities because he wanted to have more bigger kingdom than his great grandfather. The mother said that, you pray for Lord Vishnu for the bigger kingdom than your grandfather. Who is grandfather? Brahma. Brahma's son is Swayambhu Manu. Swayambhu Manu's son is Uttanapa's son is Dhruva Maharaj. So that way his grandson. So, and because mother said, little pious boy took it seriously. And by the mercy of Narada Maharshi, when one got the strong desire to achieve something, especially in the spiritual life, the super soul is none but Krishna. It creates a situation for the devotee to move in that process, direction. Now he had the strong desire that I will go to the forest, as told my mother. Mother told that, I don't know where Vishnu is there, but everybody go to forest. Maybe somewhere in the forest he must be there. So, just taking the words as mother so serious, was just going alone in the forest. And because of his firm determination, Lord creates a situation. Narada Maharshi comes on the way and said, where are you going? I tried to stop, but no. When I saw the determination, he has initiated him with the Dwadasha Achari mantra. Dwadasha means 12-syllable mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. We recite every day. Om Namo Narayana, it is Ashtachari mantra. Both are very powerful. Three mantras are very famous in the world. And only these three mantras, irrespective of which one, they recite. Shivaites recite Om Namah Shivaya, it is called Panchachari, 5 alphabet. And Vaishnava, some Sri Sampradaya and all, Om Namo Narayanaya. And further, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. he initiated with a powerful mantra by the mercy of spiritual master. He was such a, just in little 6 months only, within 6 months time, he forced Lord to come down. Never in the history of the world happened that in performing 6 months after it is, Lord has appeared. People perform austerities for millions of years. Some lifespan they go, still Lord cannot come. But here he made such a dedicated devotee. When Lord appeared, he doesn't know what to say. He doesn't know, he never went to school, 5 years old boy. But Lord, understanding his situation, touched the forehead of Dhruva Maharaj with his conch shell. By the touch of the Lord is all contamination gone. He becomes fully knowledge. Yesterday we were talking how a man fully knowledge, but when you are covered with this material body, identify ourselves with the body, we lose that inherent knowledge, natural knowledge. By nature, soul is Satchit Ananda, is full of knowledge. So because such by the Lord is freed from the material contamination, he was situated in the soul proper, which is called Atma Bhuta Sthiti, then he knows it. He offered wonderful prayer. In the prayer, he never asked for anything. Rather said the people who are fools, they ask for the material things. The Lord says that I know. The 19th verse he says, Lord says, Vedaham te yatitam hridirajanya balaka. Vedaham, I know what was in your heart for performing this austerities. Therefore I give that benediction. What is the benediction? You will get the more bigger kingdom than your grandfather. You will enjoy all the material facilities for 36,000 years in this planet. You never will become old man. But after that you will come to me. Though he got benediction to come back to go Vaikuntha, but he has to stay here for 36,000 years on earth planet. That was not pleasing to Dhruva Maharaj. When the Lord disappeared, then he started lamenting, oh, what type of a man I am. See that? It is very difficult to satisfy Supreme Personality of Godhead. But in my case, although I have satisfied the super soul of the universe, I prayed only for the useless things, that is material things. That's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Mama Janmani Janmani Shara Bhavata Bhakti Rahiti Kite. This is the glory of Gaudiya Sampradaya. Only Gaudiya Sampradaya, we don't ask even liberation. And all other Sampradayas say, yes, you get liberated, you go to Vaikuntha. Going to Vaikuntha, not ordinary, is wonderful. But beyond that one is that engaging in the service of the Lord, Acharya says that more superior than is going to Vaikuntha. So that's why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmani ishwara bhavatal bhakti rahiti. That is fully prema bhakti. Even say, my Lord, I want to serve. What do you want? I want liberation. Yes, it is good, but it is a conditional bhakti. Means, if a Lord doesn't give liberation, I don't want to do the austerities. So whether you give me, send me to hell or heaven, doesn't matter it. But I want to serve you, lotus feet. Mama uttama shloka janeshu sakhyam samsara chakre brahmatam sakarma bhi. Devotee for the Vaishnavas, liberation is, my Lord, according to my karma, I may take inverse, but please ensure that I am in association with your pure devotee, Janeshu Sakyam. To be in association with the pure devotee is superior than Vaikuntha. Because when we serve in association with the devotee, we serve the pure devotees, Lord will be very pleased. And Ajpuran Lord said, the one who serves me is not my devotee, but to serve my devotee is my devotee. So that's why because by that living entity become more and more humble, serving the devotee. When I say I am serving the Lord, sometimes without we knowing. Some little ego may come. We don't know how it comes up. But when I am serving the devotee of the Lord, then where is the ego? Mukunda Mala Stotra, Raja Kulashekar offering prayer to Madjanmana Palamide Bhagavad. My Lord, whatever the pious activities I did in my previous life, what is the result of that activity? If I make me a servant, use the word servant 5 times. Not directly your servant says, if you make me servant, then I think that I have got the benefit of serving your lotus for many lifetimes. Madjanmana phalamidi jagandana. So pure devotees want the service. They enjoy in service of the Lord. If you go to Vaikuntha, Srila Prabhupada writes in the same Mukundamala Stotra, and if I am not wrong, Narada Bhakti Shastra, 5th verse I think, Prabhupada writes that in Goloka Vrindavan, all the spiritual masters will sit with their disciples. The one who can serve the Lord is Radharani and Balram, nobody else. And they are assisted by Ashtasaki and Gopal. When Radharani needs some help, then you will tell one of the Saki, she go and tell Manjari, go and get 1,000 devotees for me. I need help. She goes to one Guru, I need 1,000 devotees, give me. So one Guru sends it. Otherwise, only Gopis and Gopas engage in service. So thousands are there, not 1, 2. So when do we get the service to serve? So therefore, the devotees, pure devotees say, no. I am okay here. I can serve my Lord every day. Like you can see, those who are serving, how fortunate that we get opportunity to serve the lotus feet of the Lord. We can touch the body, we can touch lotus feet every day. That's why pure devotees, they don't want to go even Vaikuntha. No. This is the time. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that's why I say that you should serve the Lord life after life. That is best one. I am for, in spite of meeting the Supreme Lord, who can cut the link of birth and death, I have prayed for something, same conditions again, which is subject to birth and death. You are lamenting. But those lamenting, devotee want that one, but the Lord benediction also there. You are given benediction that you will enjoy material senses, material enjoyment, but you will not forget me. Normally, when you are subject to material enjoyment, we forget the Lord. The Maya. But here the benediction that you will not forget me, end of your life, you will come back to me. That assurance. Sarajyam yachato madhyan mano me vichato vata Ishwarak china punyena phale karan ivadhana. Because of my complete foolishness and paucity of pious activities. This is. We never should think that here, doesn't have say, I don't have the pastimes, the pious activity. He done a lot of pious activity. That's why he was able to see the Lord. In result of the pious activity, that we get association of pure devotee. Padma Puran very nicely mentioned how one person will come in contact with the devotee. Bhagyojayena bahujanma samadhitena satsangamam talabhate purusho yadavai punya punju binamilhaina santa. When you perform pious activities for many lifetimes, the accumulated result of all pious activities, that we come in contact with the devotee, which we call satsang. And from devotee we hear about Krishna. And because we are hearing about Krishna from a devotee, all our reaction of the sinful activities for all previous lifetime, they are nullified. Then, living entity get the wisdom. Oh, I wasted my time all these years. I should have taken shelter of lotus feet of Krishna. Now that I got this opportunity, I will not leave it. You can ask ourselves, everyone who is in Krishna consciousness now, engaged in service, they realize it, that the wisdom comes because we take association of the devotees, engage in chanting and hearing. Without association of devotees, engage in service, one will not get that wisdom. For them, it still looks like material life is more enjoyable. What Prahlad Maharaj says in 7th canto to what is the material life comparing to? It was Prahlad Maharaj speaking to his father said material life is like a dog eating the bone. I'm trying to remember that verse. Just like the dog when you take the bone, I don't know, you are not seen here in South Africa, you don't find. In India you can see dogs, street dogs. If they get a bone, they start chewing. Try to go there, they will attack you. It's enjoying. It's in the earth, within the bone there is meat and blood. But it doesn't know that it is sucking its own blood. When the bone is chewing, the bone touching this upper part of the mouth, from there its own blood coming, it is drinking its own blood, enjoying it. Prahlad Maharaj used this example to his father. The material life is like that only. We think that we are enjoying. Why is the enjoyment? How much we have to do efforts for little happiness. Even if you have to buy some air conditioner, how many months we have to work hard to save that money. Then you buy the air conditioner. When air conditioner comes, oh, very nice, cool. But end of the month when the bill comes, oh, too much. Only let us put only 1 hour a day. Before sleep, 1 hour switch on the air conditioner. When you are going to bed, switch it off. So what is the use? For little so-called happiness, we have to struggle very hard. But the spiritual life is different. Just opposite to material life. For spiritual life, you don't have to set that soul hard. You get, by the mercy of the Lord, devotee will get everything. Provided devotee surrender. So my case is just like that of a poor man who, when satisfied with the great emperor, who wanted to give him anything he might ask. You can see Bali Maharaj, when Vaman Bhagavan, small brahmachari, when came to Bali Maharaj, having seen a beautiful face of little boy, Bali Maharaj very much pleased. He said, Brahman, you have come, right time, I am doing the yajna. Ask for any benediction. He said, I need only 3 steps of land. He said, you are a small boy, 3 steps, what is that? I am emperor for the entire universe. You ask for 1 planet, I can give you. What you are asking? He said, no, I don't need it. So it's just like, there, Bali Maharaj gives lot of examples. What is you are asking this one? Going to emperor asking for the 3 steps of land like a funny. So here also, Dhruva Maharaj said that, giving example, one meet the emperor, wanted to give him anything he might ask, but out of ignorance, the person asking the emperor for some broken grains of the husked rice again, which can be you don't have to ask the emperor, you can go to any milling place and you can get some broken rice without being asked. Go to any field where the paddy is grown, you can get some paddy rice. In this was the Swarajyam, which means complete. Swa means independent. Rajya means our kingdom. Complete independence is significant. A conditioned soul does not know that what complete independence is. Complete independence means situation in one's own constitutional position. That is, constitutional position is being situated as a son, as the servant of the Lord. Only when properly situated and engaged in service of the Lord, not from the engaged in service of the material world, then only one can be said that I am independent, freed of the material nature. Not easy, but not difficult also. To get the free from the material existence is engaging in service. Vasudeve Bhagavati Bhakti Yoga Prayojita Janayati Asvairagyam Jnanam Tayad Ahitikim. Bhagavatam also mentioned that the getting discharged is very difficult from the material world. So many illusions. But if you follow the process is, as Srila Prabhupada says, they taking association of the devotees, hearing from them, hearing from the devotees, engaging in service, very important. You can read the first canto, second chapter, 17 to 21 verses. Srinatam sa kata Krishna punya sravana kirtanam hridiyantastu yavadrani vidno srusatam. The next verse we recite every day. Nasta prayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavate uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naistiki. Nishtha bhakti, which is the fourth step of the devotional service. Ajo sriddha sasanga bhajana kriya anartha nivritti chad nishtha. Srila Prabhupada says that we should struggle hard to reach the 50% at least. Once we reach there, remaining 50% Krishna will help us. So that Nishtha Bhakti is the 50%. Then from Nishtha Bhakti, after that, nobody can shake us faith in Krishna. Then after that, Nishtha Rati, we get attachment to the serving of lotus feet of the Lord. You can see so many devotees every day getting up and serving the Lord. It's not that they are going as a duty, they feel a sort of attachment to serve the Lord. When we are there, we get the Bhava Bhakti, which is spontaneous loving service of the Lord. Spontaneous Raga Bhakti starts from the Bhava Bhakti. From there, after that, by the mercy of spiritual master, one can enter into the Prema Bhakti. No book will tell you how from Bhava to one can enter into the Prema. That is extremely the privilege of spiritual master to bless the devotee to reach to the Prema Bhakti. You can find in the Bhakti Rasamsindha also divisions of the Prema Bhakti, various methods, but how to, from Bhava to how to enter into the Prema Bhakti. That is we need the blessing. In the same way, yogis also up to Agya Chakra, which Srila Prabhupada always talks about it in Bhagavad Gita, which is in the between of eyebrow. From there, the spinal energy center, Sahasrara, books will not tell how to go there. That only depends on the mercy of spiritual master. When spiritual master sees that my disciple is capable of holding on to Sahasrara, where he can go in trance to be with the Lord, he is not going to misuse his energy, then he will bless him. Otherwise, no. Because they get lot of powers, they misuse, some of them they misuse to hurt somebody. The powers which they get naturally should not be used to hurt someone. It is in the service of the Lord. And spiritual master sees that, yes, this disciple of mine able to raise life energy up to Agya Chakra and properly utilizing is not going to try these powers to hurt someone, living entity, then he will bless him to go to Sahasrara. In the same way, Prema Bhakti also is only on the mercy of the spiritual master. The conditioned soul does not know complete independence. Complete independence means being freed from the material existence. Real independence of a living entity, with part and parcel of Supreme Lord, is to remain always dependent on Supreme Lord. Just like a child who plays in complete independence, guided by the parents. A child is all, no matter how many years we serve the Lord, how much we get the knowledge, we never should think that I know the everything. Just like we can see the child when grown up, 11, 12 years, you feel that little independence, then parents starts thinking about, oh, big boy, now he can walk to go to school. But when the child depending on the mother and father, little boy, all the mother think, oh, how he is going to, did he enter the bus properly or not? He is going to come all the time thinking. So that's why the devotees have to be always dependent on the mercy of spiritual master and the Lord. Both are required. If you ignore the spiritual master, then we lost in the spiritual life. Bhacchaikamisham Gurudevatatma. The Navayogendra says that one should worship the spiritual master as one would treat or worship Supreme Lord. If that concept is gone, then we lost it. The moment we think that spiritual master is my friend, then we lost it. Okay, friendly relation is there. At the same time, the distance is that we must treat him at par with the Supreme Lord. That's the instruction. The independence, okay. Independence of conditioned soul does not mean to fight with the obstacles offered by the Maya, but to surrender to Krishna. Yesterday we were talking on this point also. Lord Brahma, while offering prayer to Krishna, which we call Brahma Vimohan Lila, in the 14th chapter of the 10th canto, Lord Brahma says, Tattenu kampam sasamikchamano bhunjana eva atmakrutam vipakam hrudvagvapurbhi vitadhan namaste devetayo muktipade sadayava. Very instructive this verse. And it is related here. When you get some obstacles, how? Hey, why Raghunath Prabhu did to me? No. Devotee should not say, Brahma says that, devotee, any obstacles coming in their life, they should not fight it. But they should not blame anyone. They should take that obstacle as a mercy of the Supreme Lord. Anukampa. And not blaming anyone, you should continue his service. Oh, it's Krishna, Radha, Krishna's Anukampa, mercy. Maybe. If their mercy not there, I would have suffered more. Now that their mercy, I am getting little suffering. Not believing that because of that person I am undergoing this one. No. That's not the duty of. That is the way how the karmis spend their life. Devotees, everything, happiness or distress in life, that it should be taken as the anukampa, mercy of the Radha. Understanding? Hrudvak, bhunjana evatna krutam vipakam. Undergoing all the tribulations in the life, devotees continue to serve the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. Brahma says that, my Lord, they are, while living, they are qualified. Going back to Vaikuntha become their right. Jiveta yo mukti pade sadaya bhak means there, it becomes a right for them to go back to your abode. Here the condition is that normally we try to fight back how it happened. No. Okay, this is mercy of the Lord. Accept whatever situation comes in our life, just accept it. No protest. Srila Prabhupada also stress on this point. In the material world, everyone is trying to become completely independent simply by fighting against the obstacles offered by Maya. We spend energy in that only. This is called struggle for existence. Real independence is to be reinstated in service of the Lord. Anyone who goes to Vaikuntha planets or Goloka Vrindavan planet is freely offering a service to the Lord. That is complete independence. Just contrary to this is the material overlordship, which we wrongly take to be independent. Many great political leaders have tried to establish independence, but due to such so-called independence, the people's dependence has only increased. The living entity cannot be happy trying to be independent in the material world. One has to surrender, therefore, unto the lotus feet of the Lord and engage in service. Natural happiness is there when the soul, in La Prabhupada says in 11th canto also, the real happiness is there when we engage in the service of the Lord, because that is naturally. No matter this material world is not our place. It's like a person going to America, earning the money, but he won't be happy unless he comes to home to meet with the parents. Even the parents may be poor enough, but when they see the parents, they feel a sort of happiness. That happiness you cannot get with the money in going to abroad, earning lots of money. For a time, like illusion, you feel happy, but as the time goes on, then feel something lacking. They, in the same way, the material world, there is no happiness. Real position of the living entity being Satchidananda, and we have to be with the Satchidananda who is Supreme Personality Godhead, so then only we can enjoy the real Ananda. Ananda itself, the name belongs to Lord Krishna. In the material world, for every word there is opposite word. There is happiness, there is distress. There is day, there is night. There is rainy season, summer season, winter season. There is birth, death. But the Ananda, there is no word opposite to that one. Vrindavan, what they say in Janmashtami? Nandake? What they sing it? Nandake Anand Bhayo Jai Kanaya Lal. You might have heard it. Nandake Anand Bhayo. Nandake Krishna Bhayo nahi bol. They don't say Nandake Krishna Bhayo. Anand Bhayo. Because Anand is the name for the Lord. And being the Lord's name, there is no opposite for that one. And that happiness, Ananda, we can have it when we are with the Lord only. Our nature of the soul is also Satchidananda, and we are in the Purna Satchidananda, some Supreme Lord, then only we can in unison with the Krishna, then living entity can be happy. In the material world, it is not possible to be happy all the time. We can be happy for a time, then we are unhappy also. But to be eternal happy, Srila Prabhupada says that we should be with the Lord, because He is the source of all the happiness. The living entity cannot be happy trying to be independent. Dhruva Maharaj regrets that he wanted material opulence and greater prosperity than his grandfather, Brahma. He is begging from the Lord while like a poor man asking a great emperor for few grains of broken rice. The conclusion is that anyone who is engaged in the loving service of Lord should never ask for the material prosperity from the Lord. This is important. Devotee never should ask for the Lord any material things. What is required for the devotee, Lord will provide. Just like we can see example, material life. In the winter season is coming, children need not to ask their parents, oh mother, I am feeling cold, I need a jacket. Before the children can ask, parents go to the shop, get what is required for the winter clothing. Do they? You all are mothers. We don't ask the parents, because we are still depending on the parents. When we become independent, then okay, he is a big boy, he can buy it. But if we remain always small boys, I am earning, getting money, but I am giving to parents, only whatever they do, then they will bring clothes for us. In the same way, when fully depend on Krishna, engage in service, yoga chema mahamya. Lord gives a wording that I will take care of you. So what else is required? The same Srila Prabhupada mentioned that the wording of material prosperity simply depends on the stringent rules and regulations of external energy. Few devotees ask the Lord only for privilege of serving Him in the material world also. Being in the material world, privilege to serve the Lord automatically frees one from the material obligations. This is our real independence. If you want anything else, it is a sign of misfortune. Okay. Very nice instruction given by Srila Prabhupada in this purport. Any question? Srimad Bhagavatam Puran ki jai, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sagi Prabhu, take this songs, keep it back. Huh? So that's the one of the empty folder inside.